Hi children, welcome back to the 18th chapter, that is wastewater story. In this, we are discussing about different types of techniques in which we can dispose the wastewater or otherwise sanitary product. And here human excreta can be disposed in different ways. Actually, in all ways, in all areas, the water availability is not equal, so that in different situations we use different types of composting or disposing methods. And already we discussed about the on-site deposition or on-site disposal. What is that? Septic tanks and compost pitting and chemical toilets that we discussed, and some more on-site disposals are there, which includes vermi processing, right? We call it as vermi processing toilet, the name itself indicating vermi processing toilets. Vermi processing toilets. Okay, so here simply we are going to use worms. We use worms. Okay, vermi in the sense worms like earthworms and redworms. These earthworms and redworms can be used as a decomposer, and it decomposes the fecal matter. It decomposes fecal matter. How it happens? So simply whatever the earthen pit that made at the toilet. So for example, here it is the earthen pit, it is present underground. Now in this pit they are going to grow the earthworms. Now whatever the human excreta and water that comes here, the earthworm, it depends upon actually these kind of toilets, vermi processing toilets, they are constructed where water is less. Where water is less. When water is less, there is no chance to dispose more water here. However, the human excreta, it flushed with a little water, and now this human excreta, when it enter into the pit like septic tank, here the earthworms, they feed on organic matter that is present on human excreta. The earthworm feeds on organic matter that is present in the human excreta, means it eats the human excreta and it digests it. Whatever the indigested food is there, it excreted out of earthworm's body, and that excreta of the earthworm, not ours, excreta of earthworm, it is very important as a fertilizer. We use it as fertilizer. Why? Because it is compost. It becomes compost. Why? Because it is decomposing the matter. It eating the fecal matter and it is decomposing, and it is releasing different gases, and as well as it is giving us fertilizer. Means how? Whatever the indigested food is there, it is going to excrete out of the body. The excreta of the earthworm, it is used as fertilizer, which is available in the solid form. And if you apply this in the uh, field, then the soil fertility increases and it helps the plant to grow healthy. So like this we can use vermi processing toilets where water availability is very less, right? And as well as one amazing thing, let us see how do in the aeroplanes the toilets are arranged. So let us see the toilets that arranged in aeroplane. So in aeroplane they have special kind of toilets called vacuum toilets. What they are called? Vacuum toilets. So here in vacuum toilets, actually in the aeroplane it is not possible to stop the aeroplane and go for the urinals or toilet. So however, in vacuum toilet, whenever you go for toilet or urinals, the pipeline is arranged to a vacuum. It is arranged to a vacuum. Now this vacuum, whenever you flush the toilet, then the vacuum will pulls the excreta, human excreta, with a force, and this forcible pull of the excreta, it gets stored in a tank that is present in the board of the aeroplane, right? So now the excreta is collected in a tank, right? This is what you can call it a simply septic tank, that is getting deposited here. So what had happened here? We go for toilet, and the excreta is pulled out, and it's stored in the tank that is arranged in the board of the aeroplane. Now when aeroplane lands, then automatically whatever the excreta that collected in the tank can be evacuated, means removed from the tank, and it disposed into the underground sewer pipeline. It disposed to underground sewer pipeline. Okay, so like this vacuum toilets are arranged in the aeroplanes. Have you understood? So by discussing all these, we come to know that septic tank and compost pitting, chemical toilets, vermi processing toilets, and toilets in aeroplane, all these are on-site sewage disposal techniques. So wherever you produce the sewage, and we are going to dispose at that place only. So we are not take that into sewage water or anywhere, so that it simply stops the diseases. It won't spread the waterborne diseases. Why? Because we are not adding to the running water or water body here and there, so that there is very less chance of getting waterborne diseases by using on-site decomposition or disposal method. Have you understood, children? So we discussed about vermi processing toilet, where we use the earthworms and we convert it into organic matter, and as well as toilets in the aeroplanes called vacuum toilets, where the pipeline contain a vacuum which forcibly fills the human excreta, and it stores in the tank, and whenever the aeroplane get landed, it can be emptied. Okay, so this is about different types of on-site disposal of excreta. Now let us see some more important things about this sanitization. Sanitation at public toilet. Sanitation at public toilets. So when we go for parks, picnics, or cinema halls, hospitals, or any institution, all they are called public places. In public places, many people are overcrowded there, and those people, they are using the same kind of toilet, and there is a chance to get attack of an epidemic disease. What is meant by epidemic? Epidemic means the disease which can be spread in the large count of population. The huge population can be attacked by this problem. Okay, so that here the disease can be spread over the large crowd of people at a place. So that's why when we are using the toilets at the public places, we must take care ourselves, and otherwise and as well as it is our responsibility to maintain the sanitation at the public places well. Why? Because it is a health issue. If you don't maintain proper health tips at the public places, it may leads to epidemic diseases. If one person is suffered from what you call dysentery or cholera, typhoid, then there is a chance to spread of disease to the all over people that who visited that public places, right? So here we should not spread the disease, and as well as if all waste produced in the public places are not disposed regularly or properly, then definitely it leads to epidemic diseases. That's why we should maintain some rules and regulations when we are using the public toilets or in the public places, right? So what we how we should behave in different public places. So first of all, we should not scatter the rubbish such as paper or whatever wrappers that we eat, or otherwise the covers, plastic cover, polythene cover, plastics, sticks, metals, etc. We should not throw here and there on the road. We should use the dustbin and we should throw it. If you don't find any dustbin there, then simply pack it in your bag, go home and dispose at the home. That's it. But don't litter here and there. Okay, this litter can be cause growth of microbes and it causes the diseases. Okay, and second thing, you should not spit on the public places. So don't spit in the public places. So many people used to eat pan, zaza, gutka, something, and they spit here and there, and they make the place dirty, and it also causes the spread of diseases. So that we should not spit here and there. And after all, when you are eating the fruits, we should not some fruits should be peeled out, like banana or apple, or some, what you call, oranges, they should be peeled out. After peeling it out, you should not throw the peels on the road or here and there. We should throw them in the dustbin, right? And as well as we should not urinate here and there on the roadside. Why? Because we should use only public toilets for avoiding the urine. We should not spread the diseases. We should not make the area dirty by our activities. So I hope all you are good students and you never do all these things, right? Be cautious, be healthy, and be a right person. So with this I am going to stop today's topic. In next topic we'll discuss how to be a good active citizen, right? Thank you.